Hey, what's up, man? Just a quick video for you. Just wanted to answer those 3 questions that you sent me a picture of. These are kind of easy, so let me show you. So the first question was the cost to mail a letter. It's 34 cents for the first. 34 cents for the first ounce, and then 23 cents for each additional ounce. So first thing I want you to get in the habit of thinking, right? We want to let N equal the number of ounces, right? If we've got 1 ounce here, right? So we know that we're gonna have 1 ounce is gonna be 34 cents. Now the additional ounces are gonna be, right? So if this is, think about it like this, if this is N, right? And our first ounce, if we take 1 ounce out, we're gonna now have N minus 1, right? And then we can have this as 1. Oops. N minus 1, and then this becomes 1, right? Because N minus 1 plus 1 is just equal to N, right? Because these will cancel out. So we want 34 cents times 1 ounce plus, now our, in this case, we want to mail a 4 ounce letter. So 4 is equal to N, right? So our N minus 1 is going to equal to 3, right? So we're going to have N minus 1 ounces left. We're going to have, which is 3. We got 3 times 23. If you do, then you just add this out. You're going to have 34 cents plus, I think this is 69. Should give you an answer of $1.03 to mail a 14 ounce letter. This other one, it had some questions about a rectangle, right? So a rectangle, obviously we know the shape. This isn't the best, right? But I'm just going to put a little symbol in here. This means that this is a right angle. So this is 90 degrees, and this is a right angle. Some of the questions that were on it, what can you tell me about the opposite sides? Well, on a rectangle, the opposite sides, you're going to be the same length. So if I let this equal to X, right, this length equals X, and this length over here is also equal to X. If I let this length here equal to Y, then this one here is going to be to Y, right? So opposite sides, oops, can't spell, opposite sides are equal. And then there was a question about the statement about perpendicular versus parallel. So think about it this way. If 2 things are parallel, they're never going to touch each other, right? So these 2 lines are parallel because this distance is always the same. If 2 lines are perpendicular, they're going to cross each other, right? Or they're going to intersect each other. So I think the other two statements on there was something to the effect of they're parallel, and they don't touch, or something to that effect. Then this other one, where you try to figure out the amount of sales tax on a vehicle purchase, or really on the purchase of anything. So think about it like this: if I had a 10% sales tax rate, so 10%. Need a different marker. If I had a 10% rate, I could also write that as 0.1. So if I had the sales tax, so if the sales tax was 10%, I could say, and let's say you could buy something for $1, which doesn't really happen, but if you had if it cost $1 and you were paying the sales tax, you'd want to multiply it by 0.1 and then add it back to itself. Or you could also write this as 1 times 1 plus 0.1, which is going to equal 1 times 1.1. But so all they gave you in that word problem was the sales, how much are we going to pay in sales tax on an $18,000 purchase of a vehicle? So to answer that question, you'd have $18,000. Now if we let if you let t equal your tax, you'd have 1 plus, and that plus your tax, right? But we don't know the tax, so the answer to that question is going to be not enough info. Hope that helps you with these 3 problems. Let me know if you have any more.